Good afternoon and welcome to the marketplace. My name is Winston Taki. Coming up in this bulletin, cost of borrowing and interest rate paid on existing loan likely to go down from this month after Ghana reference rate for December dropped significantly to 15.9%. Also, the Trades Union Congress protests the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission's announcement of new utility tariffs, which takes effect on January 1st, 2026. We will be speaking to the business community. Also, the Bank of Ghana renews contract extension of current Managing Director of ARB Apex Bank, Alex Kwesi Iwua, a move expected to avert any planned industry action and some staff agitations. We have these and more coming up in the next 30 minutes. Stay tuned. We bring you updates on how the Ghana cedi is performing against major global currencies. Stay tuned. It's now time for the marketplace. Now to our first business story. Cost of borrowing and interest paid on existing loans could be going down significantly this month. This was after the Ghana reference rate, a key benchmark in certain interest rate drop for the month of December to 15.9%. There was more in the following report.
This year, the Ghana reference rate, which acts as the benchmark for determination of interest rates in the country, stood at 17.93%. However, after the Bank of Ghana cut its policy rate to 18% and Treasury bills rate going down marginally, the Ghana reference rate was reduced by 200 basis points to 15.9% for the month of December. The development should go a long way to impact on fresh loans that will be secured this month, as commercial banks are expected to adjust their rates to the changes. It could also affect persons that negotiated their loans with the banks at a variable rate. This should mean that the cost of servicing the loan could also go down in the coming days. However, individuals that negotiated their loans at a fixed rate may benefit from these developments when it comes to the cost of servicing their loans. Commercial banks had earlier indicated that they will move fast to adjust their interest rate once the Ghana reference rate is reviewed downwards. Some analysts have projected that the rate could be getting into the single digit by the end of the year.
Now let's get on to Zoom and speak to the Chief Executive of the Ghana Association of Banks, John Ewa. It's good to have you, sir. Great. Now, are we right to say or make an intelligent guess that interest rates will go down because of the reference rate that has been adjusted this month? Mr. Wa, please, can you unmute if you wouldn't mind?
Oh, apologies for that. Yes, you'll be very right in informing the general public that the lending rate from the commercial banks will definitely come down in whatever period from now on when the new Ghana reference rate has been published. So if you have a facility with a bank that is benchmarked to the reference rate, you definitely will be experiencing a reduction in your lending rate.
But when are we going to see the commercial banks respond by reviewing their rate? Is there any clear timelines to this?
As you may know, the Ghana reference rate is published once a month. We published the most recent one yesterday, that is Wednesday, the 3rd of December, 2025. And the publication on Wednesday took into account the reduction in the policy rate, and that is what has resulted in the Ghana reference rate coming down from 17.86 to 15.9. So as we speak now, as of now, if you're approaching a bank for a facility, the rate reduction will definitely be reflecting. And if you have a facility already with the banks, and as you said in your introduction, which is benchmarked, which is a variable rate facility, obviously you are also going to experience a reduction in the interest rate on that loan. And I must say that a significant number of loans in the system are all variable loans, because the banks ordinarily will price Ghana reference rate plus a certain risk premium. So I will be very good to go by saying that lending rate generally will go down.
Great. Now, inflation rate has also gone down. Should we be excited about the outlook for interest rate, basically?
I believe the outlook is positive. From the last monetary policy report, the governor was clear that at least they can see as far as to mid of next year that the disinflationary pressures that we are observing will continue until perhaps somewhere around June of next year. And beyond that, nobody knows. I'm sure, depending on how the economy goes and managed, we should be seeing a similar trajectory as we have witnessed this year. If the outlook for inflation continues on the trajectory we have been on now, then there's a possibility that the policy rate from next year also respond in line. Obviously, the policy rate's primary objective is to fight inflation, and if the inflationary pressures are subdued, then the use of the rate in fighting inflation becomes a little bit mute, and then the regulator or the Monetary Policy Committee will then take a favorable view in order to also ginger the economy in terms of affordable funding.
Mr. Johnny, well, we appreciate that you made time to speak to us here on this market development here on the marketplace. Thank you so much for your time. Now, moving on, the Bank of Ghana has moved to extend the contract of Managing Director of ARB Apex Bank, Alex Kwesi Iwa. Workers of the institution had in recent times been pushing for an immediate resolution of the issue, warning that any delay could result in some industry actions, staff agitation, and confidence in the rural banking sector. By speaking to Joy Business, Head of Communications at the Bank of Ghana, Bernard Otabo, noted that there are clear procedures in dealing with these issues, and that should not be sidestepped amongst others.
The current MD of the ARB Apex Bank, I think a letter came to the management as a regulator. We go through these processes. It's a normal process. The key management personnel of the bank, including the MDs, before they are appointed or before they get extension to their contract, the central bank would have to give some opinion of some sort. On this particular occasion, we had a request to be give an opinion pertaining to a new objection, of some sort for his contract to be extended. That request has already been responded to, and it is a normal, process that for us as a central bank we actually engage in every now and then. So there was nothing peculiar about this particular case.
So, Tutabo, help me out. When was this no objection given, and has this been communicated to the company, the board, and even the workers? Looking at the timing of this agitation that bowled out or came out in the public?
I can confirm that the letter has been received by the board, and the board chairman has actually written to the central bank confirming that they actually are going to abide by what the Bank of Ghana has written to them. So there's no problem. And I can also say that I've also cited another report this morning from that same group of workers. I don't know who they are, but apparently a group of workers, whether the union or what sort, we've not received anything of that sort to that effect. And they have confirmed that based on further action that has been taken on the part of the central bank, whichever strike action they planned is no longer going to go ahead and that sort of thing. So I believe that you're also aware that the central bank has given its opinion on the request that was made. And from where I sit, I believe they are equally fine with it. I mean, you cannot bend the hand of the regulator. We are the regulators, and so many things actually go into the work that we do in terms of this assessment. But let me, having brought this in, and based on some of the pertinent issues that were raised there, I can confirm that on the whole issue to do with the microfinance sector involving the ARB Apex Bank, as I said, the rural and community banks are separate from our current existing microfinance and micro, credit institutional arrangement or framework.
Now, away from that, the WA office manager of the Taxpayer Service Center at the Ghana Revenue Authority, Patrick Sumwa, is urging Ghanaians, especially those in the informal sector, to pay their taxes promptly to support national development. He noted that although the informal sector makes up about 85% of the country's working population, it contributes only a small share of total tax payments. Patrick Sumwa made the call during a national sensitization exercise on the modified taxation scheme in WA. Joy News Upper West Regional Correspondent Rafik Salam reports.
The sensitization forum brought together various people from the informal sector, including tailors, hairdressers, weavers, motor mechanics, and others. They were educated on the importance of paying taxes because they form a large part of the working population in the country. The participants were taken through a series of presentations and ended the event with a demonstration of the modified taxation scheme system. The participants were drawn from the WA municipality of the Upper West region. The WA office manager of the Taxpayer Service Center, Patrick Samoa, explained the purpose of the sensitization forum.
When you look at the charts that they show to us, you see that most of the people that are not paying taxes, especially tomato sellers, hairdressers, and so on, they are all supposed to pay tax, but they are not paying. So that's why we have reintroduced modified taxation to rope all of them in, so that we can get more money for the state or revenue for the state.
Patrick Samoa noted that if the informal sector pays their taxes, there will be no need to borrow money from outside the country.
One thing that we've got to know that the informal sector forms about 85% of the working population. But when it comes to taxes, they are the least units or sector that pays tax. And Ghana, we always go outside to borrow. But if all of us, we made our minds that we will contribute our quota, I think borrowing will stop. It's high time Ghana stop borrowing. There's money in the country. There's money in the country, but only that people are not willing to pay the taxes.
It distinguishes between taxes and levies paid by the informal sector.
The assembly, they say, it's not tax, it's levies. And the assembly money is used to develop only, let me say, one municipality. But the tax is for national development. And taxes are based on what we call the profit. But the assembly, whether you make profit or not, you pay.
Reporting for Joy News, Rafik Salam. Wow.
Still staying on taxes, businesses have expressed a more favorable view of Ghana's taxation landscape, largely due to the government's effort to ease the tax burden and simplify compliance by removing taxes such as the electronic transaction levy and COVID-19 levy. This was contained in the 2025 United Kingdom Chamber of Commerce Business Environment and Competitiveness Survey. Details in the following report. According to the 2025 United Kingdom Chamber of Commerce Business Environment and Competitiveness Survey, business leaders found out that firms are increasingly adopting standardized processes and certifications to ensure products and services meet required standards. Respondents also noted a strong regulatory environment which helps businesses plan and invest with confidence. The perceptions about taxation policies saw some improvement in 2025 as it improved by 16% compared to prior years. The survey also identified that business perceptions about quality control progressively improved in the last 3 years. This year, businesses show great satisfaction with the measures that have been put in place. We have more business update for you right after this break. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to the marketplace with me, Winston Taki, and now to more business update. Stanbic Bank has launched the Beyond School Academy for Girls with a dynamic financial literacy session that introduced young participants to budgeting, goal setting, and smart money habits, marking a strong start to the program's mission of empowering the next generation of female leaders. There is more in the following report. The first learning session of the Stanbic Youth Banking Beyond School Academy for Girls was led by the head of customer experience at SIMS, Miriam Meku Emisa, who guided the young participants through the fundamentals of beginning their financial journey. She highlighted the importance of starting early and starting right, from identifying personal financial goals to building effective budgets.
It's more for SHS graduates who've been home for a while, casting our minds back. We remember when we were kids and we finished school, we were just at home whiling away the time with nothing to learn. And like you all know, Stanbic Bank has a deep concern for young people, their growth and how they turn out. So we put this program together to bring these girls here for 3 days to empower them, make them confident, even as they prepare for the university and other tertiary institutions. We have different programs targeted for the various genders, and along the line we'll have one for the young boys as well. So we're starting with the young girls. Tailored curriculum to help them in their lives in the university and tertiary.
Head of Personal Banking at Stanbic Bank, Harry Opoku-Ajiman, underscored the broader impact such training on the youth, particularly in shaping their financial confidence and future decision-making.
More on entrepreneurship, because now we all know how employment situation is. So we try as much as possible to get each of them to come out of their comfort zone, come out and then try to do something which is innovative, something that they can do that they will not be dependent on other people. So we bring in facilitators who help them with such skills so that as soon as they leave university, they are already empowered and they know what they want to do. So basically, this Stanbic Youth Banking Initiative, we've started with the girls. In future, we may be roping in the boys as well. But this is just the beginning. It is just to help these girls acquire the necessary skills and leadership skills, as well as digital skills, importantly, to help them in their future journey.
The session was highly interactive, with participants engaging in practical exercises designed to apply the concept of real-life situations. By the end of the program, the students were equipped with actionable steps to manage their finances wisely and confidently, laying a solid foundation for the sessions ahead. The Ghana Tourism Authority has named the Managing Director of Labadi Beach Hotel, Mr. David Eduafo, as the Outstanding Tourism Man of the Year 2025. Mr. Eduafo was earlier this year named the CEO of the Ghana Year of the Year for the hospitality category for the third consecutive time as a prestigious fourth Ghana CEO Vision and Awards ceremony. Speaking to Joy Business, Mr. Eduafo said the awards attest to the excellent service delivery of Labadi Beach Hotel and its staff in the hospitality industry. The following report has more. In 2025, Labadi Beach Hotel has won many awards, making the company one of the most successful indigenous Ghanaian hospitality facility in the country. For example, Labadi Beach Hotel was inducted into the Hall of Fame as Hospitality Facility of the Year at the 2025 CIMG Awards after winning the Hospitality Facility of the Year category on 3 consecutive occasions. Labadi Beach Hotel has also won the Hospitality Company of the Year for the 3rd consecutive year at the 8th Ghana Business Awards, leading to its induction induction into the Hall of Fame. That is not all. Mr. Eduafo was named the Hotel Personality of the Year, a ceremony organized by the Africa Tourism Awards in the UK. The latest award by the Ghana Tourism Authority to Mr. Eduafo cements the company's achievement in the hospitality industry.
The brand is speaking for itself. And that is how come we are winning all these awards. And winning the Outstanding Tourism Man of the Year 2025 by the Ghana Tourism Authority, so much heartwarming. It's a testament and it cements what we do here in Labadi Beach Hotel. Because I'm representing Labadi Beach Hotel. So whatever I win is not just for me, it's for the team. And the team I mentioned to you the last time is one of the best you can find in this country. The wealth of experience that we have here and what we do it with passion. We understand what is service. We understand what is tourism. We understand what is hospitality. So we combine all. And so I wasn't surprised that I was named Outstanding Tourism Man of the Year 2025.
Established over 3 decades ago, Labadi Beach Hotel, which is Ghana's premium 5-star hotel, has catched the niche for its natural vegetation and ambience.
Combine business and leisure, but the environment itself gives you that leisure feel, and it gives you the opportunity to rejuvenate.
As the festive season gets closer, Mr. Eduafo outlined some of the special programs planned for tourists and visitors who will visit the Labadi Beach Hotel.
Special plans, 7 December, that's the first Sunday of December this year, we have our Carols Night. And our Carols Night is always graced by the Winneba Youth Choir. They sing throughout, and it's an occasion. We also give back to our patrons, and so it's a free for all. Come and enjoy Labadi's Carols Night at the Sound Pavilion, which takes over 600 plus people, and it's a beauty to behold. Getting this Winneba Youth Choir singing like, as I always call them, like machines. They sing without getting tired, and it's a joy to watch them and listen to their music. So that's the first one, and then we move to Christmas Day lunch. Christmas Day lunch is going to be here at Labadi Beach Hotel on the 25th of December, and it's also going to happen at the Sound Pavilion. It's a party on its own.
That's all for business here on the marketplace. My name is Winston Taki. Thanks for watching and have a good business day. Bye-bye.